What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to put grip tape on a scooter. So before we get into this video, be sure to drop a like, go down, subscribe, and smash that bell. As you can see here, I have already opened the package, but I just got some brand new NV grip tape. It's pretty sick if you ask me. That is the grip tape. Alright, without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so how I'm going to do it is just pick at one of these corners, and then there's this little flap that you can just pull away with. Just pull away. So when you do this, you're going to want to make sure this is level so you don't rip the grip tape. Also, the paint on this makes it so this doesn't come off in little pieces, but if it does, just ask your mom for a hairdryer, and that will make the adhesive come off a lot easier. So as you can see, that's the difference, which is kind of a big difference. So this is very dirty, so we're going to need to clean that, but before we clean it, we're going to need to take that part off too. Pick out one part, and then slowly peel it off. See? That just broke because I was being careful. And we're good. Alright, so now that we're done with taking off the grip tape, let's cut right to the cleaning process. Alright guys, so for cleaning the deck of the scooter, I'm going to use a wet cloth, or a rag actually. Use a wet rag and a dry rag. So I haven't cleaned my scooter in about 2 weeks, so it's not super dirty, but it's also not very clean. Alright, now that all the dirt is off of there, I'll get my grip tape and put it on. So there really is no simple way to do this, but before you take the backing off of it and everything, you should really size it up and see where you want everything. So as you can imagine, this is very sticky and you don't want to get it on anything. So you're not going to be perfect the first time you put this on. So if you have anything on the grip tape, if it's black grip tape, it doesn't matter. But you'll want to line it up so it's in the middle. And obviously be gentle because you don't want this to rip. Alright guys, that's not completely straight, but I'm just going to call it good because I've been doing it for a little bit too long already. So now, next what you're going to have to do is you're going to flip this up. Like, to not have air bubbles, you're going to want to make sure the back part's on. Just that part between the wheel well and the brake. Very good. And then peel this up until that point, and then just slowly put this on. Alright, so next you're going to need a screwdriver and a razor blade. I like to use a brand new razor blade, but if it's old, then that's your choice. Alright, so I got my razor blade and my screwdriver. So what you're going to want to do is just do that on the outline for the whole thing, so it'll just outline the scooter, and then cutting it will be a lot easier. Alright, so now I just got the general outline of this. So next we are going to get our razor blade and start cutting. You're going to want to make like an incision right around here. like a surgical lab. And then you're gonna wanna make sure this flap is upward on the outside, because you can't really cut it when it's down. And then put the deck at a little bit of an angle. Alright, and then make a little incision over here. Flip this up. Now just make an incision through the middle. Now, just like we did with the sides, you're gonna get your screwdriver, and now you're just gonna cut this. And most decks are gonna have a round part. Mine's more like rounded edges or square. Go ahead and shape that out with your screwdriver. And then cut. Alright, the back and the sides are done. Let's move on to the front, which in my opinion is kind of the trickiest. What you're going to want to do for the front of this is just put this on the best you can. Just cut down this, put a little tension on it, on the grip tape, and then make sure you don't mess up your scooter's paint job. And now right as you get down near the weld, you're going to make sure that you can actually ski. Just mat it down just like you would this side going to that side, so you don't have any air bubbles. And I'm just gonna leave that for now and do the other side. Obviously, other side the same thing. I'll just time lapse it for you. Alright, so now you're gonna take the screwdriver, do the same thing. One, cut it. Now we're just gonna take this down. Right as you see the welding, stop and cut. Alright, so for this part that goes above the welding, you're gonna wanna make sure all the air bubbles are out for one. And then you're gonna want to use the tip of your razor to just draw the outline of it. As you can see, I did that on the other side already, forgot to film it. So we're gonna do that now. And now just pick this out or up. And it peels off just like that. Now with one of the scraps, I just like to make this cleaner in a way. Just sand the side of it down. Just make it less rough. More of like one thing. Alright, so then I know you're thinking, where am I gonna put my brake now that the grip tape is covering my brake spot? Well, I got you covered. So you're gonna take your screwdriver, and depending on whether you have an Ethic, Fusion, or Envy deck, like I have an Envy deck, your brake will be in different places. But basically the main thing is you're just gonna feel around, and my deck is hollow, so I feel around with my finger where the thing is, and then just poke a hole. You could also poke a hole with an Allen wrench, but it's just easier for me to poke a hole with this. And then you're gonna outline that hole. Alright, so now that we got that all set, we're going to get our screwdriver and our brake. Excuse me. Our screw and our brake. Slide the brake in like you would normally, and then throw the screw in. Not actually throw it. Just tighten it as much as you can. You'll get it out when you need to. And then if there's this extra thing, like there's this extra thing for me, just get your razor and just chop off anything that's hanging out that you don't like, that's just annoying you. And then now that your brake is in, you can put back together your scooter. Alright, I think that's going to conclude it for the video. If you liked this video or it helped you, be sure to drop a like. Go down, subscribe, and turn post notifications on so you get notified every time I drop a helpful, entertaining video like this one. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Good.